What's up guys, welcome to another Let's Play. We're continuing my Byzantine campaign in stainless steel. Now, it's been many turns since the last Let's Play. I think I've done, over 100 turns actually, since the last Let's Play. So as you can see on the map, we have more or less recreated the Roman Empire. So full control over the Mediterranean, and the Germans are doing quite well. In fact, they're doing alarmingly well. Their military matches mine, or even outpaces mine. Let's have a look. Yeah, they have a greater military than I do now. So the Holy Roman Empire, most powerful military state in the world. So it's important to maintain
good friend of the Reich.
The flow of money.
How could we? Our talks have been most worthwhile. Guten Tag.
Perfect relations. That's what we want. So they've sort of started to waste time, basically. So what they seem to be doing most of the time, as you can see here, armies upon armies upon armies. What they seem to be doing is they'll move up to the border with Latvia. They'll construct a row of forts, like you see here. And then they'll stay there for a few turns, and then all of a sudden they'll move all these armies back towards Denmark. And then they'll stay in Denmark for like 1 or 2 turns for no reason at all. Like, there's no rebellion in Denmark, and there's no, Norway's gone here and Denmark is gone here. They own everything here. And England, I've blockaded all of England's ports, so England can't do anything. And yet, for some reason, they move all these armies back to Denmark to camp there for 2 turns, basically. Just a field trip, and then all of a sudden they move all of them back to Latvia to construct this row of forts again. And then, just do it all over again. This has been going on for like 20 turns or more. I don't even keep track. Only thing that they've actually done is that they captured Sadobinskaya from the Mongols. That's all they've done. They've captured it and then they've sort of left it to rot. Another huge garrison there. What I really want to see them do is capture Minsk to connect these 2 parts of their empire together. Either that or just, get rid of Lithuania, but Lithuania is their vassal, so I don't think they're going to conquer Lithuania anytime soon. So the good news is that we've more or less eliminated the Mongol threat. Once you destroy that initial wave of armies, then they actually have nothing left. Because they just capture all these cities and then they move on. Like, they don't have infrastructure or anything to build more armies. Well, now they do, because it's been 100 turns or whatever. But yeah, once I got rid of the initial horde, I've pretty much been left in peace to go and conquer Egypt, who actually put up a very decent fight. So what I'm doing at the moment is I've sent the armies that were fighting Egypt, or the Fatimid Caliphate, depending on what you want to call it, back to the Constantinople area to retrain. Although there is a problem, a huge problem actually. This is the bad news. The bad news is that the Black Death has reached us. So here we go. As you can see, it's affected Constantinople, Kaffa, Trebizond, Thessalonica, and yeah, long list. And a long list of my generals as well. Now, there's no way to prevent the Black Death from happening. It's going to come no matter what you do. What you can do though is you can minimize the impact it has on your armies. So a couple of turns before the Black Death hits, get a warning, telling you about impending doom. What you can do is you can move your armies out of the cities, like I've done here. This should prevent them from being affected.
Your Majesty. Noble Lord.
Once the city has been affected, there's nothing you can do really, except try and build buildings that improve health, public health. So build stuff like council chambers, the public bath. I think those are the only two buildings that improve health. Oh, sorry, the religious building also improves health. That's only a small increase though, so go for the council chamber tree. I think the first building is... let's have a look. Town hall, council chamber, city hall, and then mayor's palace. If you've already built those buildings, then all you can do is sit back and wait for the epidemic to pass. So England's still stuck on their isles, because I'm blocking their ports, but that's fine. We're still at war. Yeah, we're still at war. So what I'm going to do now is just try and defend myself.
Infidel. Command me. As my lord wills, we march to battle. Even if they do not deserve it, I will offer the infidels a fair fight. Orders. March! Onward!
Just did that in case that army goes and attacks Damascus. If there's no garrison, then they just walk in. Right. Also, huge economic boost during those 100 turns. After I got rid of tons of forts, converted them into cities, and got rid of all the mercenaries. I think I did that in the last video actually, so go check that out if you haven't.
Your orders? Closing to engage, my lord. Our fleet is victorious! Full sails!
Other tips on how to prevent spreading the Black Death include obvious things. If your general or army is already affected, don't move them into new cities that are unaffected. Let's see. Let's go for public bath. Public bath. How did roads get affected when it's on an island? Come on. Genoa. Public bath. The city has not been affected yet. Let's start building something because it's going to be affected eventually. So, City Hall. Tripoli not affected either. City Hall. This is an old general, 84 years old. So North African coast seems to be unaffected, apart from Egypt. I think. Oh, Egypt. Sort of. Half of Egypt is affected. Alexandria is not, but it's probably going to be affected next turn. Public. No, let's go City Hall. So if you have to pick the City Hall or Public Council or whatever, because that one gives a bigger health bonus, like 15% here, while the Public Bath is just 10%. And you get other bonuses as well with the City Halls and stuff. And they take the same amount of time to build, more or less. Looks like Plague hasn't quite gone all the way west yet. Marseille is the westernmost city that's been affected so far.
Yes.
Council Chamber. Town Hall. Town Hall. Although Medina has been affected. Council Chamber. Let's build a priest.
Orders, Your Majesty. Command me, Your Majesty.
Now see, Aleppo hasn't been affected yet, but I can't leave it ungarrisoned.
Honor to serve. Your orders, noble one.
I'll buy some mercenaries though.
Noble one. Naam. March! An honor to serve. Merging our forces, honorable lord.
Those were some pretty good mercenary units actually.
Yes, lord. With God's blessing and yours, we march. Blessed lord, we thank you for delivering us.
Cheeky attempt. take my city.
Orders. Command me.
Doubt my word, and you condemn yourself to purgatory.
Your Majesty. Orders. My lord.
Let's perform a military execution for this guy.
Onward.
Oh, come on.
Command me. Your Majesty. Very good, my lord. Preparing an ambush. Move out. Orders. My lord.
My lord.
Your Majesty. Move out. Command me.
Oh!
There we go.
Your Majesty. Mining for order. Bringing up. Command me. Alerting up. Move out. A good day's march ends.
So the Black Death, as you can imagine, has a huge impact on your population and on your income as well, because your income always drops when there is a plague or whatever.
I will name thy enemy, Lord. Men, we march. Let me strike, my lord. Approaching, my lord. Noble lord.
I am not here to negotiate a truce. We will not rest until you relent one way or another.
Looks like the German might actually be doing something. For once. Or not for once, but for the first time in a long while.
You find an enemy desirable? You poor fool. Since I love my people, I could never love...
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Oops. Right. Even so, we're only losing 26k. That's not bad. Well, we have almost 2 million anyway, so it doesn't matter. If it was possible to bribe the Black Death for 1 million, we could do it.
Hiding our forces from enemy eyes, my lord.
Handgun developed. Ooh. An even greater threat. The Mongol invasion was a terror that the rulers of the Western world were simply not ready to face. But if the stories of travelers are to be paid any heed, then there is an even greater threat on its way. I believe that should be the Timurids. Man-made inferno. Great mortality spreads. Let's just see if we can train gun units now. Maybe in the main city? No, not yet. Oh, there we go. We can make the bombard if we make the cannon maker. Cool. Right, let's have a look at the state of our borders.
Orders. Yes, Lord. Closing for battle.
An honor to serve. We will engage them honorably, my lord. Yes. God has granted his faithful this victory. Your orders, noble one. Very good. Establishing a defensive fort.
Command me.
Right, let's see this list then. Yeah, it's it has spread to Spain now. Jesus, how... $106,592 civilians dead. 1.6 thousand soldiers. I mean 1.6k soldiers. Right. It's only spread to half of Spain though. Or a third of Spain. Alright, let's see what the Germans did, if anything. Nope, they did nothing. Oh. Maybe not. They moved into the Norwegians' territory, but there's still tons of army just going for a sightseeing trip in Prussia. Or modern Poland. Storm.
Noble Lord, with God's blessing and yours, we march to battle.
God damn it. Damn, they executed prisoners.
Command me.
Surrender your lands to me!
Let me strike, my lord.
Jesus.
Your Majesty.
Yalla! My Sultan wishes you dead.
Onward!
Well, now that we actually own
Orders.
lands west of Trebizond, we could build the roads now. Public bath. How has Belgrade escaped the plague? Like every city surrounding it, apart from Esztergom and Kassa, has been affected. Only good thing about the Black Death is that it affects everyone, not just you. Actually, let's build a cannon tower. City Hall. Cannon tower. Just in case they attempt another cheeky thing. Actually, I've built a fort, so they can't. Dockyards, then. Oh, I found a new way to entertain the Papal States. Just trained assassins to assassinate the Pope all the time. So the best way to train assassins is to find one of these rebel armies that sometimes pop out around your realm, as it were. Like this one, for example. And then this one here, right beside Rome. So what you do, just train an assassin and go and kill the captain of this rebel army. You will almost always have a 90% chance. So even a brand new assassin should be able to do it. Once you've done it quite a few times, you level up the assassin's subterfuge, and he gains traits and retinues as well that are quite useful. Like this guy started out, I think, with only 3 subterfuge, and now he's got 10 and tons of retinues. So even the Pope
am I to dispose of, Lord?
Only has a 35% chance of escaping this. Unfortunately, since the Pope has been driven out of Rome, we won't see his special assassination cutscene. There's actually a special Pope assassination cutscene. So, the Pope is dead.
I am a soldier. Speak to our representatives.
So this is how you prevent yourself from being invaded or attacked by the Papal States. Just assassinate the Pope every turn. Because there's always going to be a new Pope. Unless you kill... I can't remember, if you kill all the Catholic states, will there still be a Pope? I don't remember. Because the thing is, the Pope is elected by the Catholic states, or their... yeah. And the Pope always has to be one of the Catholic states' cardinals. And the cardinals are basically promoted bishops or priests or whatever. And if there are no Catholic states, then there are no Catholic priests or bishops or whatever. So how can there be cardinals? And if there are no cardinals, then there's no Pope. In theory. I can't remember. And I'm not going to go to war on the Holy Roman Empire to find out, because... yeah. We've been buddies for so long. I think 200 turns now or something. The Mongols really chose a bad time to attack, though. Probably won't get a younger guy, so accept.
After facing the terror of the Mongol invasion, nobody would have dreamed that a serious peril could ever rise from the east again. However, Timur the Lame, a mighty warlord from Transoxania, has arrived on the eastern borders of our maps, bringing with him a legacy of conquest that cannot be ignored. Having already conquered Persia and distant India, Timur is certain to bring with him something exotic to show the people of the West. Something they will be sure to remember as long as they live.
Oh. My faction leader died. Either old age or the Black Death. Let's see if we can see their Timurids. Yeah, here they are. It's not that great. I mean, there are 6 armies. Oh, 9 armies. Compare that to the Mongols' 20 or whatever it was. Let's see how the Mongols
Infidel.
deal with it.
Orders. My lord.
So we have a fort here just guarding the passage here. Don't tell me they're going to go through the mountains. Or is that even possible? Oh, there's still a garrison.
Yes.
Imshi, infidel, or face the might of Islam.
Another 146.8k citizens killed and another 2,000 soldiers dead. Burgos somehow still manages to escape the plague. Victim of the plague. What? How is the new faction leader also the new faction heir? So who's the new faction heir then? Who cares? Let's build the aqueduct. So if you play a faction all the way to the west, you might actually escape the Black Death. But or all the way to the south, it seems.
I will not waste words on you, infidel.
Why are there so many people here? He's about to die, so let's
Lord,
leave one guy there.
orders?
You can go to Seville.
An honor to serve.
This guy can go to Cordoba.
Resting the troops here.
There we go. Let's see if it has affected England. No, England is fine, it seems. What about northern France? Paris is affected. It looks like the English escaped the plague. What about you're in Norway? Yeah, what about Denmark? Yep. Come on, Holy Roman Empire, invade! Actually, let's try and force them to do it.
Noble lord, guten Tag, mein Freund. What is it you wish?
100,000. Oh, very generous, okay. I was expecting... Oh. Let's try then.
I see no reason why not. We accept. Danke for your time. It was useful.
Yalla! My sultan wishes you dead.
Name thy enemy, Lord.
Speak to mein Kaiser's dignitaries, friend.
Let me strike, my lord.
Looks like he's afraid of engaging the army.
The Sultan calls you infidel, as do I.
Oh, the new pope didn't waste any time.
My lord, the enemy lays siege. What shall we do? This is not good, lord. The enemy have laid siege upon us.
Meh. I think it's starting to improve. Yeah. Only 52,000 dead this time. And a lot of the eastern cities are now plague-free. Now don't make a silly mistake when you see this start to happen. Like if you have an army outside, like I do now, there's still a chance that one of these armies are affected. So if you move them back into the city, you have a general that's affected and you move them back into the city, then yeah. And here we go again.
Command me. Onward! Yes! Move out! Command me! March! Yes! My lord! Command me! Onward! Yes! March! Your Majesty! Move out! Yes! Onward! Orders!
There we go.
Yes! Command me! Yes! Orders! Yes! Command me! Orders! Orders! Yes! We march no further today, Lord. Command me! We march no further today, Lord.
While the lands that were first stricken by the great mortality are beginning to discover life beyond the plague, many places that had been spared this doom and are feeling its full effects. Though talk of this truly being the end is becoming less likely, with enough survivors to prove the point, this creeping doom is still the most feared thing to stalk the lands of Europe, for even the bravest of men being dubbed the Black Death these days. Burgos finally got affected, and it has spread all the way west. Seems Northern Africa as well. Yeah. I don't think Alexandria was ever hit. There's no retraining needed, so I guess not. Stupid plague. Right. I have to say it didn't last as long as I thought it would. Which is great.
The problem. What is the name? Name. Yes! Yes, Lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy. Who is to disappear? To
Oh, looks like things are finally happening here.
Someone to see? The pleasure is mine, noble ally. How can we help? I accept this with the most worthy meeting.
Nice. Let's have a look at the strength of their army here.
man, as my lord wills. We
Crap.
march to battle.
Right. We're going to end the Let's Play here then, because I need to play these. I need to fight these battles myself, otherwise the auto-resolve is going to lose. And the game always crashes when I try to actually fight the battle myself while I'm recording. So, I'm not really sure how much longer I'm going to keep going, but I'm still having fun, so we'll see. Maybe I'll go until... keep going until... the Germans and I are ruling the entire world. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. Check out the rest of the videos in the series if you haven't already. And until next time, take care.